that was an emotional one, man. Once again, rest in power, Dejan, Milojević, and prayers to his friends and family, to the team, to everyone affected by a human tragedy. Every time is a tragedy. A human life is lost, especially in this manner at such a young age. And it was very emotional. The Warriors did a great tribute. It was great to see all of the players wearing his jersey. There was a great tribute video, good speech by Steve Kerr, great applause. It was just, I would say, very needed and healing for all of them. I just wish there was not the need to show the family grieving and crying and focusing on them that much. I understand, obviously, showing his family, since, they obviously had to agree upon this and they wanted it probably for themselves also. But I just wish we stopped showing, or at least didn't prolong the showing when somebody is out there grieving, and we'll never understand truly how they are feeling. But whether it's his wife, his children, you can understand it from your own experience if you lost somebody this close to you. But it just feels really weird to invade their privacy like that, in my opinion. And still, nonetheless, it was very well done. I cried my hearts out. Seemed like such a lovely fella, man. And the basketball world will miss him. And hopefully it gets better with time for all of the players, all of the family, all of the friends, everyone affected, like I said, man. It's just tough to focus on basketball afterwards, right? Win, lose, or draw. Anything like that. It's just hard to kind of, be critical, or kind of just want to talk about negative sort of stuff like that. Celebration of life at the end of the day. And life is so wonderful, man. And we have the opportunity to talk about basketball here on YouTube. We can express our own opinions everywhere out there. We can watch all the basketball. We can rewatch it. We can hear so many good, opinions, so many good explanations, so many good X and O's, coaching stuff. All of this stuff is so just wonderful, and I'm grateful for it, man. And I'm grateful that I get to do this. That I just can express myself in this way, because I was lost in my life a lot of the time, and basketball was there for me always. So let's talk about all the great stuff from today's game. Uh, because there was actually a lot of it, right? There was some obvious rust. They have not played in a week. They went through a traumatic situation that is just unexplainable. What you go through with this, that is a clear hole, because, well, he was sitting on the bench. That was his jerseys. There was a rose in his place, and obviously you've worked with someone for 3 years and he's no longer there. You'll have him on your mind, man. It's gonna be with you probably for the rest of your career, really. And Draymond talked about this on his podcast. If you did not listen to it, I highly recommend listening to it or going to Warriors Reddit, where they had the transcription of it. Very well done by Draymond. And it was a great win, especially in the second half, where they finally went, just, well, it's hard to express myself right now, but they played really well, man. They just played really well. There was little to no Kevin Looney in a way, who just continues to be needing to be, who did play all right today, but against Hawks team that plays fast and has a lot of athletic young guys, it made sense that we went more with Kuminga, we went more with Brandon Pojemski, we went more with Trace. Corey Joseph even actually played an incredible game today. He was really good defensively. We matched their 3 guard lineups, whether it was Perry Mills, Garrison Matthews, and DeJounte Murray, or some other guards. I think Trent Forrest got in there. Oh, Bogdanovic, of course. How could I forget about him? So it made more sense this time to play Corey Joseph with Pojemski, uh, and he played really well. He made 2 3 pointers, which is great to see him knock those down. It was great to see Chris Paul around the team. And the bench overall just had an outstanding game. Kuminga came in there, played as well as I've ever seen him, really. He was just all around locked in. Great defensively, picking up full court, attacking in the right spots, getting to his mid range, which has been money, man. His mid range has been really smooth this season. And it feels like it's really, his sweet spot is in that mid range when he can get to it. He was really great defensively, had 2 steals, 2 blocks. Uh, Rotated really well, switched really well. I thought they communicated much better on defense, which could be also attributed to Draymond being in there with him and Wiggins from time to time. And he rebounded as well as I've seen him. He was just an incredible all-around game. Ties the record of Chris Mullin of 11 for 11. Essentially, it was the record of most without missing a shot. He didn't miss a shot, right? And Chris Mullin held the record for that with 11 straight, 11 for 11. So 25, 9 and 2 and 2 and 2 for Kuminga today. Incredible game from him. And he just continues to show out, man. And he's been getting better and better. And he's still 21 years old. And the handle is looking better. His maturity is getting better. He's starting to see the floor much better. He knows when to pick his spots much better. He moves the ball even better. So there is a lot of beauty with Kuminga right now. And wonderful game from him. Best game of his career, maybe. Pojemski struggled a little bit early. 10 points still. He's so crafty. He can defend really well. Great to see from him. Draymond looks as good as ever offensively. His defense is still really good, obviously. 12, 5, and 3, and I'm pretty sure we're going to see him in the starting lineup pretty soon. I just wonder if it's instead of Looney, right? And you go Draymond at center to start, then, with Dario for about 4 minutes to start the game, then you go with Trace in there, Kuminga in there. I really wonder how they're going to do with this when Draymond returns to the starting lineup, and I'm really intrigued by it. I'm, excited about it. Wiggins is looking more spry, even though his shot wasn't falling. 12 and 5 today, he looked once again more engaged, more spry, which you love to see. Had 2 blocks. Hopefully, he continues to get more into form as we know and love him. Steph and Clay, had a really good out shooting game. Thought Clay picked his spot really well. 24 points today. Made some tough buckets. Steph couldn't finish anything around the rim because the spacing was a little more mucked up with not enough shooting around him, but some of it was also him missing some shots he usually makes, which you can account for a rust. Had 8 assists to just 1 turnovers, took care of the ball today, 25 points, played a really good floor game. It was just an all-around feel-good game, especially in the second half after the Hawks made a run early in the third quarter. A lot of it goes to Jonathan Kuminga, who was sensational. And everyone played their part today, man. And I'm excited to see how they pick up from here. Hopefully, all of them are dealing well with the situation, or as well as they can, obviously, because it's hard to deal with a situation like this well. And we'll see what happens with basketball, but at the end of the day, Dejan Milojević, forever a Warriors brate, and it was just a great night overall, I feel like. We'll see what happens next. We play the Kings tonight. Excited to watch this team and what happens next, man. Yeah, this was right. So I'm gonna end it here. Tomorrow we cover the game against the Kings. Then we play the Lakers on Saturday, which is gonna be an intriguing one. And we'll see what happens from here. As always, as I always preach, be kind to yourself and to others as much as possible. I know it's hard sometimes, especially in this DNA and era, and it's easy to get angry at a lot of people. I do. I struggle with it a lot of my life. But I'm at the end of the day, I'm just trying to do what I feel is best. And I hope you all, rock with me, man. Be kind, love and be man.